Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Matchday show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Well, hello, good evening, well, good afternoon and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the show this afternoon is AK. Afternoon, AK.
Good afternoon, Oxshire, the Take team and everybody that's listening. Welcome to Rangers Radio.
Talking stops now. It's getting real now, AK.
That was easy for you to say.
You're
right, though. You're right. It's all about a victory, pal. Nothing less will do us now.
Right, I think you've got the teammate and a few talking points.
Yes, I certainly do. Starting in goals, Jack Butland, Sterling, Captain John Souttar, Fernandez, Romans, Chukwani, Raskin, Moore, Scov Olsen, Chermiti, Naderi. On the bench, we've got Kelly, Magoma, Giga, Tavernier, Asgard, Antman, Gassama, Diamondi and Miovski.
Right, mate, I see that as a 4-4-2, mate.
I think you could be right there, Ox, yeah. Or you could play a 4-1-3-2 as well.
I suppose you could, aye.
Aye.
Well,
It's
obviously,
certainly positive, I would say, Ox, eh?
I'll tell you what we have got, mate. We've got some height up front.
Aye, with the Chermiti and the Dairy, aye. We've got physical assets all over the team in midfield and defence as well, so it could be a game of set pieces. Who takes advantage?
So what we got? 3 changes in the back 4. I think Jajiga's unlucky, mate. I thought he played all right the other night, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Diamondi's been playing okay, but obviously you don't know who's maybe, who's needing, who can only maybe give you half an hour or whatever they say in the modern day.
Aye.
So Chukwani and I thought Gasman was due to get dropped, mate, if I'm honest. I think Olsen will be in the right, Moore on the left and the 2 up front, whether that's played as a 2 or Nadiri sitting behind, because I can't see Chermiti doing that role, mate.
Aye. Well, it's just we're going to be a handful, I think, for our opponents. It just gets stuck in. It's one of them that's rolled up the sleeves and just go for the win. Just leave everything out in the park. That's what we're looking for. But obviously we're looking for goals and a win first and foremost. If it's 1-0 or better than that, as long as we come off the park with the 3 points.
And we'll just say once, I believe you get a Hearts starting 11, mate. That'll do us.
Yep. Give me a wee set. I'll just look at the feed here. Right, in goals, we've got Swallow, Halkett, Beningame, Braga, Milne, Finlay, McEntee, Agu, Leonard, Kazarigas, and is that Kostakov or something? That'll do.
Aye, good luck with that one, mate. Right, and before we move on, just people are joining just as we've started up. Give the Rangers team substitutes, and then we'll get the phone lines open, mate.
Not a problem. Right, today's lineup is Butland, Sterling, Souttar, Fernandez, Romans, Chukwani, Raskin, Moore, Scov Olsen, Chermiti, Naderi. On the bench, Kelly, Magoma, Giga, Tavernier, Asgard, Antman, Gassama, Diamondi and Miovski.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
All right, mate, what's your thoughts on the team?
I like it. It's certainly positive. That was more the team I was hoping we were going to see for part there during the week. But I go for it. It's, as I say, leave everything out in the park. I'm a wee bit surprised Chermiti kept his place. If you're going to play a 2 up top, I thought maybe Miovski could have come in there, or Antman, and just change the formation, tweaked that a bit. But certainly keeping them on the bench, Gassama, Ashgard and that. You've got options there in case we need them, but hopefully we don't. But I think it's a positive change, and it looks like we're going to go for this today. Your own thoughts?
I don't know if Ant-Man and Majowski have done enough to warrant a start, mate. Well, I really don't. You know, Ant-Man was okay against Queen's Park. He was all right in his cameo against Kilmarnock. You've got to look at the game. I'm really interested in seeing Romans today, mate. Yeah.
Aye, aye. He looks an asset on the left. I mean, to be fair to Magoma's played pretty well for the majority of the season, but Southside said the other night he felt he get out-muscled a few times and they maybe targeted him and stuff. So it's time for Romans to step in there. All the new signings, they're all play-knocks, and that's why we brought them in January. Andrew Kavanagh's backed our manager and now he's unleashed them. So I'm pleased to see all of them out in the park today. And I'm hoping young Moore gets the free role in the midfield centrally.
I just think it's a 4-4-2, mate. I can't see the 4-1. What you mentioned, mate. I just can't see it. He's not done it. So I think he'll go with a 4-4-2, but it means that Moore will be on the left for me. I'm also intrigued to see Scott Wilson, or as we all know him, Scott Wilson.
That's a good one, isn't it? Every time you hear that, you think somebody said Scott Wilson. Where did he come from? But no, listen, he's came here for big money, and just let's see what you've got. You know, surely he should be up to fitness now to last at least 60, 70 minutes. You know, and hopefully for the time he's out in the park, he's done a bit of damage to Hearts' back line.
Aye. And the big guys, the two big guys up front, obviously, Nardeni looks a bit more mobile. Would that be fair?
Aye. I like his movement, Ox. I don't know yourself. He looks near post. He looks to jink in back post. You know, he's aware of defenders round about him. Something that Chermiti could actually learn off him. Even though he's a young guy, but his awareness is very good. He's a penalty box striker. You've got to make the movement. Don't make it easy for your opponent to mark you. You know, make them second guess all the time. So. But it's all about service in the area, Ox. We've got to supply the strikers. If they don't get supplied, then they're not going to score as well. So we've got to be on the front foot, I would say.
Aye. I mean, we've talked about different things, and we've maybe pillared the strikers at times, and maybe their play's not been great, but sometimes their supply's been poor also, mate.
Absolutely, and I think a few of the supporters, quite rightly so, point fingers at Gassama and Asgard for no getting enough balls into the area quickly enough. We've got to move the ball quickly. You know, the quicker you move it up park, the less chance of Hearts have got to set into their, their organised defensive group. And Derek McInnes will have them organised there. He's usually good at that, but his team looks a wee bit just to dig in and play for a draw, so to speak, because he's obviously missing Shankland and what was the youngest midfielder boy again?
Australian.
Aye, I can't remember his name, but he was excellent against us at Tynecastle. Devlin, aye. I was quite impressed with the
school team. You and the Kellys and the Devlins,
No. Which one is jumped to Dyke?
I didn't know there was any lasses in your school. Carry on.
Yellow card. Fox, put that yellow card away. Sin bin.
Listen, mate, it's all about us, and it's been frustrating. We didn't play well on Wednesday night, and pretty much everybody was unanimous in what we said. You know, there wasn't, people. Everybody's got their favourites or players they don't like. You know, we're all guilty of that, but pretty much everybody was unanimous on and off air what they were saying about Wednesday night, mate. And this is the talking stops, mate. It's not about that. Danny Rowe's got his players now. He's brought 4 of them in. It's nearly half an outfield team. Yeah, he's got Sterling back, Fernandez, who he seems to fancy. So there you go. The team's changed dramatically. So let's go and do it, yeah.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Leave the negativity at the door, get behind the team, bring the noise from the first minute to the last minute. The crowd's got a big part to play in this today, but we've got to get behind the team and encourage them and, wave after wave of attack. I thought on Wednesday, you've heard the saying, we win the game in the tunnel or we lost the game in the tunnel. I thought when the team sheets went in on Wednesday, I think Danny Rowe possibly gave Murrow a boost. And we probably dropped points just with the team sheets getting in because a lot of us all went, wow, that's a kind of
I don't
a
see it
change.
like that, mate. If they get beat 3-1 and we were 2-0 down after 10 minutes, aye. We didn't. The mistake for me came with the substitutions at the death, mate. If we keep that ball to goal for another couple of minutes, mate, the team sheets are irrelevant. It was 89 minutes before they scored. Now, I'm not denying that Motherwell were better. And some of that, I think, was today we were wide men, mate. Just no going with the runners, Moore and Gassama. But I thought Gassama more so than Moore. I thought he was appalling, mate.
Aye. But Gassama just an empty jersey. One of the games where it's a stinking wet night in a rutted park. It's all about attitude and application rather than your skill. So, but he didn't have that. Asgard, he's a guy that doesn't have that. But Ibrox are no excuse. It's just get out on the park and win the battles. Win your individual battles, wherever you're up against the striker, you're up against the midfielder, or the striker score the goals. That proves you're winning a battle. But I think set pieces could be key today.
It's funny. Listen, I think I've made my comments on here about Asgard. I'm not his biggest fan. I mean, he's had moments of brilliance. I actually think his best game was away at Pittodrie in a horrible night, mate.
Aye. He has fleeting moments, but he's not consistent enough to keep the jersey, to stay in the team. He's got all the attributes to be a proper player for us, but he needs to show more. He needs to show work, do your defensive duties as well as show the bits of skill and the inventiveness that he's good at. I mean, he scored a brilliant free kick. He scored a couple of goals this year, but he's no contributed consistently enough to remain in the team. So, but he's an option on the bench. Who knows? He could be your match winner today.
Aye. Talking about the bench, let's hear the team again, mate.
No problem. Team today is Butland, Sterling, Suter, Fernandez, Romans, Chupwani, Raskin, Moore, Scott Wilson, Chermiti, Naderi. On the bench, Kelly, Magoma, Giga, Tavernier, Asgard, Ant-Man, Gisama, Diamonde, Miowski.
Pretty much the first team squad. Who's missing? Connor Barron and Cornelius. That's about it, isn't it?
Bizrami?
It's Rami, man.
Yeah.
And he's when did we last see him? He come on.
Queen's Park?
Aye.
It's a strange one. He's just disappeared for the last couple of games. I don't know. He didn't mention any sort of injury and that, so I don't know what's going on there.
No, he's turned into another one. Decent money. Attendance records no great either by form or injury, mate.
Aye. Well, maybe him and Matondo and get too many Valentine's cards yesterday. Did you get one yourself?
One or two, mate. It wouldn't be right. You know what I mean?
One for the girlfriend and the wife. Jeez.
You might think that. I can't possibly comment.
Right, quickly move on.
Your usual two, yeah?
Oh, aye. Both return to sender.
It's a bad day when Bridge gets the mist.
Aye. Or the housewife's favourite, Southside.
Oh, he's nearly the housemate's favourite last night, wasn't he?
He was nearly the toast of the town. He was so close to your six there, Biggie. I'm very, very unlucky, man. Southampton,
Five got a 6-1 draw and they won in extra time, and they were all winning at some point. All his teams were winning at some point. Unlucky. He did hit the bar. Yeah.
The tell he was unlucky with his lottery numbers as well. He'd 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it came out 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Is that a joke?
An attempt at humour, pal. An attempt at humour. We've got armed forces today as well, remember?
Aye, good. Listen, it's always a special day at the stadium, isn't it?
Aye.
Remember, I just walked in and that big gun went off.
You need to watch what you're doing there. You could get a fright, shall we say. But the couple of guys abseiling off the government stands, impressive.
Aye, the boys and girls that come along with the servicemen, mate, they seem to really enjoy it, you know. And there's a bond between our club and the people who serve our country, mate. And which never broke, mate. Looks as if the world's gone, we might need them.
Oh, I know, it's crazy, isn't it? But Billy was on the show on Friday there, Rox. I don't know whether you heard him, mate. He gave a great tribute to all the servicemen and women that we've got. So we acknowledge them, we tip our hat to them, we give them a day out, and they love it. But we love them just as much and thank them for their service.
Most of the people have no other people will be there today will be blue noses, mate. So we're hoping they'll have a great day out. And maybe they weren't blue noses, but they might end up blue noses by the time they leave the stadium, eh?
Yeah, aye. Oh, the rendition of Real Britannia and all that, brilliant. Enjoy your day.
So come and join us, give your thoughts on the team. What 5 changes, mate? Am I right? Three in the back four. Olsen comes in and Nardiri comes in. Aye, 5 changes, mate. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yep, aye. It's positive changes though, Ox. I think, as I say, a lot of the players that was the players we were hoping to see at Motherwell on Wednesday, but for whatever reason they weren't available to start. But they're starting today, and it's for me it's a must win. You look at that league table now, and we're sitting 5 points behind. So if we lose the day, 8 points ahead with 11 to go, it's got to be tough. But you win the day, and you're right on their tails, eh? And the game at Kilmarnock now is a wee.
The day, mate. I really do.
Aye, I fancy us with that team. I
fancy us anyway, mate. I actually think we've been very, very unfortunate to drop the points we have against Hearts, mate. Yeah.
Aye, yep. Oh well, I go back to the first game at Ibrox and Shankland's handball. I don't for the life of me know why VAR didn't disallow that goal, because he hardly celebrated because he knew himself. And then they chop a goal off for us that was nothing wrong with it. And then they gave him a dubious penalty. And then obviously the VAR instant at Tynecastle as well. But to be fair, at Tynecastle, I thought Hearts played very well. But 2-1 deficit, Chermiti scored right at the end. So he's,
different game if we get that goal, mate.
Absolutely. First goal's vital, innit? Go ahead, you get the crowd behind you, the momentum, everything.
Aye. Who are you looking forward to? The new boys, there'll be a lot of talk about them. I mentioned I'm looking forward to seeing Moments, mate. I've been really impressed with his cameos. Not getting carried away. Yep. If he carries that form and plays like he has done, mate, I think we could have a gem on my hands. And with the Kems coming once a week, Magoma, who's been arguably one of our most consistent players, mate, could find himself on the bench, which he'll be by a liberty. But that's the game, mate.
Yep, aye. The thing about it though, Magoma's the lone player, Roman's is our player. So the sooner he found himself starting in the team, the better for me. It's unlucky on the young boy, but he's no responsibility. I want to see Romans out there. He's your player, and as you say, the couple of times that we've seen him, he looks impressive. But we'll see what he's like as a defender. You've questioned that before. He looks great going forward, but what's he like going the other way? But I think he'll prove himself. I don't have any doubts over him. But I'm looking forward to young Moore. I think he could have a key role in this game today. He looks lively.
When they played him on Wednesday night, mate. But obviously maybe the manager had his reasons, you know. When they played him, I just didn't think it was his type of game. But listen, Ibrox, he's gave us a spark a few times, yeah. He likes space, he's intelligent, I think we forget he's only 18 to see his haircut, mate, you know what I
mean? I know what you're saying, but listen, he sees the big picture early, which is good, and he's always looking to go on the ball, he's shown for the ball, and he's no fear to carry the ball into dangerous areas, you know, so I'm looking forward to see what he brings to the table with it.
And people, Olsen, mate, the people who study all the different games, and Olsen's come in with a how would you say, a big reputation. And he's not really, he scored a good goal and he's had a couple of moments, but I've always seen him really run a game. So I'll be interested to see how he does. He's got all the attributes, mate. 6'2", and there was a burst of pace when he chased back. And I'm thinking, right, you have got a burst of pace, which we hadn't seen and gone forward. So, and then we seen the finish. And you're saying, right, burst of pace, scored a goal, 6'2", right? Okay, let's see what you can do. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. He should be fitter, rested, and ready to go, mate.
Oh, absolutely. Aye, that's a couple of weeks now. Training, he's had a feature of what iBooks is all about. Scored the goal, so he should be pretty much up to speed. As I say, if he's 60, 70 minutes on the park, and then maybe they're looking to make changes to keep the tank full, so to speak, going at them. But when you're out the park, do some damage and look to be positive all the time. But as you say there, he's got all the attributes: the height, the strength, the physicality, the speed, the skill, and scoring a goal as well. So he's proved that he can do it. But so obviously it's just, he hasn't played like a full game, I think, for November last year. So obviously he's got to get his fitness up to the rest of the players. But he could have a big game in him today, let's hope, as well.
And I'll touch you in midfield, mate. I thought he was a pick over midfield in the first half. I think after about maybe 70 minutes, mate, he maybe ran his race the other night. And if we had the personnel, I think he could have come off, but I don't think we've got the personnel, so we had to stay on, mate. Yeah.
Aye. He's another one, but having said that, he's been playing most of the season with Sturm Graz before he came to us. But I like the look of him as well. He's disciplined. He's got the strength and the awareness. His defensive duties, and we've still to see maybe the defence split and pass where he's got that in his armoury. But if he doesn't, at least he's a shield in front of the two centre halves. But he looks good to me, Oxfam, and been impressed with him so far. Ox, we've been joined with Carol there. How are you doing, Carol?
I'm doing all right, Ox. Oh, Kate, how are you?
Aye, good, pal. Sorry, Ox.
Right. Big white pants on today.
Yeah. Yes, mate. What do you think of the team, mate?
I think we're a wee bit light in midfield. I don't know how, but I would play, if you get 3 midfielder, I would play what's his name, Tucci at Claudin, midfield. Because I don't think Raskin's disciplined enough. I'm still waiting on this Scott Olsen. I can't understand all the furore about him. 40 caps for Denmark means nothing when you're playing for Rangers. Done. It's how you play for Rangers, it means playing for Rangers.
Listen, mate, you're only as good as your last game. Yeah?
Yeah.
Aye. Doesn't matter what reputation you've got, it's all about the last game and the next game, AK.
Oh, 100%, 100%. You come with a reputation, but reputations mean nothing to your support. You've got to go out there and prove yourself, Carly. So, but he's got the attribution. He's got the physical presence, the goal scoring. He's got all the things in his armoury, So let's hope he starts showing it today. So, this is a game where he needs to show up.
No, the other thing I don't want to see, stupid fouls could be pulling back that he can get a yellow card. If you're going to foul somebody, foul them. No pulling back.
We get caught. There was a 5-minute spell on Wednesday night. We get caught the right side of players, made it difficult for ourselves. Yeah.
Aye, I can't. I hate professional fouls. A professional foul's a professional foul. I know that, but see, stupid ones that you can get a yellow card for and then argue with the referee about it. It's not worth it.
I mean, you get booked cheaply, mate. It changed your game, particularly when you play in midfield. I think we've seen that again on Wednesday night when Raskin and Diamondi get booked. You've got to be careful that you just don't put a toe in at the wrong time, AK, yeah?
Aye, that's it, pal. That's it. The awareness has got to be there constantly. You've got to stay tuned in. You've got to be concentrated. communication between the back line is key as well. You know, if we're having to pick up men at set pieces, that get your man and make sure he doesn't win the ball. But in the other foot as well, Ox, when we've got our set pieces, let's make the most of them, because as you intimated earlier, we've got plenty of height in our team now where we can punish teams.
Carl, we have got a lot of time. We've got a lot of height, Carl. Huh?
Aye, but I won't put them in low because they all expect high boys now. I would try to outfox them, you know, short corners and that, you know. Right, Ox, I better go because I think my phone's doing again. Bye.
All right. Enjoy the game, mate.
I will do yours as well. I'll phone up after it if everything's working out all right with this stupid broadband. As you know, I've got my problems. But, hey, we are the people. Never forget. We'll never surrender. We'll get there somehow. Good night.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Aye. Cheers, Cal.
I preferred his old phone when he hung up.
I know. This bloody phone. Aye, some man, isn't he?
He used to think he was far off a cliff.
The old internet and technology, sometimes it doesn't go hand in hand.
Yeah. Listen, he's a top man, Carl, and I get it, mate. What he's saying is you need to keep your discipline and all that. Don't put yourself under pressure. And he's right. He's right. You just sometimes have to stay compact, and that's what I felt we never done on Thursday night. We started, we lost our discipline and was they shape. You know, for 10 minutes the wide men should have tucked in and helped out, but they never. You know, you've got to read a game of football when you're on the pitch, you know. Aye,
you've got to. You can't afford to give up the territory we did against Motherwell and let them dictate the tempo. I felt we allowed them too much of the ball. I mean, Jack Mullen didn't have a great amount of saves to make, but Motherwell were kept prodding, and I thought you said earlier the subs kind of we invited them in, and you were just waiting for that goal to go in, and sure enough, the sucker punch happened. But hey, today's a different day. That's done. Let's park it and let's move on. Look ahead, no behind.
You just need to win the game. Forget about everybody else. Just win Marine game, mate. Yeah.
A Bridgeman with Demi, pal, but I'd rather go with yours. Win both halves.
I just like that, mate. I don't know why, but I just like it. No.
Aye. Well,
you know,
listen. Whoever is that's scoring the goals, I don't care as long as we come off that part of the day with the 3 points, because it's a pretty interesting table at the top there, and it's one of them now. You're looking to put a marker down that we're in this title hunt. You know, we beaten Hearts. We've had 2 opportunities there, and we've failed both times, but today, I think we've got a far better team selection of players than what we had the previous 2 games. So let's go out there and prove it.
Aye, but listen, mate, it's all about taking our form. We've been okay at Ibrox, mate. Yeah. Obviously, the Kilmarnock first half wasn't great, but we've been okay at Ibrox over the piece. So we just need to go and win the game. Win the game, mate. Yeah.
Aye, absolutely. I think the only game we've actually lost this year is that Hearts game that we touched on. So aye, that's the only one. So aye, let's keep the strong home form going with another victory, because it is needed there with results elsewhere. So,
look, people join us all the time, and people just to start in 11 all days, Kay?
Yep, Jack Butland, Sterling, Captain Suter, Fernandez, Romans, Chutwani, Raskin, Moore, Scov Olsen, Chermiti, Naderi.
Can't see in, but a 4-4-2, mate. I just can't see. I don't see what other way sets up, you know.
Aye. On paper, it certainly looks that way. But listen, as long as we've got plenty of bodies in the midfield, but we've also got plenty of bodies in attack as well. Chutwani, he can be the sitter to allow Raskin and Moore to join the front 3 there. Scov Olsen, Chermiti and Naderi. So as I say, set pieces could be key, but let's don't do anything stupid. Don't give the referee any sort of decision to make. I think it's Don Robertson, the referee today. He's not our favourite ref, but don't rely on VAR or any controversial decisions. Just play the game the way it should get played, and with a Rangers victory, send everybody home happy.
Yeah, it's all about winning the game, mate. Yeah, this is the real tweak. What is it? What did Fergie used to call it? Tweaky bum time, wasn't it? Squeaky bum time.
Aye, the squeaky bum time. Well, we're turning for home now, Hawks. That's 26 games. Pretty much we've all played today, so only 11 games left of the season. So we've got to win this game today. I don't think a draw would be satisfactory for our home support. We want a victory, so it's up to the players to show that and go out there and do it.
Aye. It's all about getting playing at attitude, right tempo, and I think we'll be good enough, mate. I think we'll be good enough. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We have to have the right attitude.
Absolutely. You've got to look to be dominant right away. Win your first battles, your first tackle. Put your marker down on your opponent, your intentions right away. Whether it's a tackle, whether it's scoring early doors, a shot at goal, just something. Prove that you're up for this today, and make amends for the drop points during the week. Because listen, Celtic and Hearts are going to drop points, I think, elsewhere as well. There's a muchness the league table now. Even the bottom side of the table, Kilmarnock are on a wee bit of a run. St Mirren are capable of taking points. You've got Hibs and Motherwell, Falkirk. They're all capable of taking points. So we've just got to put as many wins on the board as what we can. And Danny Rose, 18 games in, 13 wins, 4 draws, 1 defeat. It's not a bad record in pal.
No, but I think he's going to make it 14 wins, mate. Yeah.
Absolutely. Manager of the month as well. But no, you're right. It's all about wins.
You get the 14 wins, mate, and look where you were. You were 13 points behind. You're then only 2, mate. Yeah.
Aye. Oh, you're drawing them in. His favourite expression, we're the hunters. So we're back on that hunting, and we're out there and we've got Hearts on our sides.
Aye. You need to go with the right attitude. Chermiti and Raskin, big things expected of them. They'll be the midfielders today, because of that selection. It's pretty offensive.
Chermiti and Raskin.
Sorry,
Chitwani and Raskin.
Chitwani and Raskin. Sorry.
Aye. Oh, they're the guys that's going to dig in the midfield. So they've got to put their marker down as well and release the ball as early as they can to the likes of Moore, Scov Olsen and find Naderi or Chermiti up front. So they've all got roles to play. But I think you're right, you touched on it. I think Romans could have a big part to play today, particularly if he gets down that left flank and whips balls across.
Do you think there's any possibility of playing 3 at the back, mate?
Nah, I don't think so. I think you pretty much nailed it. I think we're more comfortable playing a 4 at the back. You know your roles in. I just don't see that a kind of right winger, so to speak, with Tavernier not being there. Sterling will offer you more stability, I think, and obviously his height, his physical presence and stuff to defend corners and stuff. But he's just Mr. Reliable in there. And if we need to release Romans on the other side and move across to kind of cover him, then so be it.
Right. If we do get some set pieces today, as I said, they were all in the park at Motherwell, we never get a ball in, but all of a sudden you've got Denny, Chermiti, Tucci, Fernandez, Suter, Raskin, who's really good there, mate. We've got a real threat that we've never had before.
No, you're right. And even Raskin is a threat for set pieces just with his timing and run as well. So Hearts will be aware of that. I think Hearts are actually the top goal scorers of the league off of set pieces, and we're just a couple behind them. So it's a remarkable job that the set piece coach has done for he's come into the club. But the players have got to take instructions on board, and it's the variety that we're now seeing as well, Ox. Short corners, go deep, go long, go short. There is a variety there that we see.
Listen, mate. Obviously, the day he's picked his team, Danny Rowe might have been everybody's. I don't know if that would be most people's team or most of the people playing would have been most people's selections. I don't know, mate. It's interesting. I don't know if Chermiti's in everybody's team, but Big Nigeri's people have took to him quite quickly. But that's the team that Danny Rowe's picked. But I think some of the criticism of the manager was OTT. I'd have go at him about his substitution, but we're only critiquing the performance and what we think's wrong in the game. We're not saying that the manager's this or the manager's that. Some of it's OTT, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I think we're pretty balanced on here, Ox, with our criticism of the team. As you say, we critique it on the game. You know, we kind of look where we could have improved, where we're disappointed, and where we can improve, you know. So, reading some of the forums and hearing some of the podcasts and that, I think it was a bit OTT when you see his record down in black and white, but it's just that we're all disappointed, obviously, we dropping points at this stage of the season, and we've done so well to put us back into it. But today is all about that victory, nothing less all day.
You're here. And how do you think it's going to go then, mate?
I think I really fancy a strong one today. 2-0 for me, Rangers.
All right. I'm glad you mentioned the manager there, because let's hear your gaffer, Danny Rowe.
Danny, how do you view the challenge of Hearts today?
Yeah, big one, but I'm also looking forward to this game. Exciting game, at home, good crowd. I think it's everything prepared for a good game.
Yeah, what qualities do you want to see from your side today?
Yeah, we need resilience, effort. We have to control the game with and against the ball. You have to defend the set play well. I think that was in the first game when we faced them in away. Yeah, then they scored from 2 set play. You need a good performance over 90 minutes and more. Yeah, even in the extra time, all these things. We are prepared for this. I feel the spirit. We are really focused. We look to our own. We want to perform well, and we want to win.
Yeah, just on your team, is it good to see all 4 January signings in from the off?
Yeah, I think general, I have to manage my players. I have to manage this week. It was a tough week, a tough away game, a tough home game. We need everyone. I said this many times. It's not just about 11, 12 players. We need the squad. We have the squad, and it gives me more options.
It's good to get both Manny and Dujon back as well.
Yeah, both. I think, but also Tev made a good role the last couple of weeks. I think this is also about manage them to have some players on the bench who can make an impact. This is good. You know, all in all, it's good to have these options. We need these options. It's still a long season to go, a lot of games to go, and today we look to our game and we focus on our own.
Yeah, just lastly, how big a role did the crowd have to play today as well?
Yeah, hopefully a big role for us. Hopefully they are there. We try our best, have a good atmosphere in the stadium, and then we can do this with 12, versus 11.
He speaks well, the manager.
Certainly does, mate. Listen, it's always difficult. Obviously, English is his first language, but I think he handles himself brilliantly. You know, and so did Philip Clement and Giovanni in the past, mate. I think it's for us that are multilingual, we don't appreciate what the guys do, you know.
Aye. Well, this is modern football now, isn't it? Your foreign coaches and stuff. There's plentiful out there. But he's been grounded, you know. You said many times he doesn't get too high, he doesn't get too low. He's quite balanced. He's quite level-headed. You know, he'll take the criticism, and hopefully the team react in the proper way, the way the supporters want us to do.
Aye. I think that's the nature of the bloke, you know. He's quite calculated, and but you've seen him a couple of times. He's got a button as well, like.
Oh, aye. I think there's a wee edge to him, you know. After the final whistle at Motherwell, he sat on the bench and he was raging. You could see he was raging. Obviously, we're all raging as supporters that we've been sucker punched right at the end. But there's nothing wrong with showing a bit of emotion as well. He cares Obviously, he's bought into us quite quickly. But we've just got to continue to trust him, continue to back him, and let's hope he gets us to where we want to be.
Aye. What did you say? 2-0 you went for?
2-0, aye.
Aye, I
Win.
would be happy with that, mate. Really happy with that. It's all about winning the game, yeah.
Aye, win each half. 1-0 each half, that would do me. I've got a wee interest anyway. I think he fancied Rangers strongly today and even money. I think we are to win today. I think the draw was 5-2, Hearts to win 11-4. So there's cash there for Bears if you fancy Rangers today. I don't know what 2-0 is. I'd be guessing about 8-1, 10-1, something like
Shocking the odds for getting a correct score nowadays, isn't it?
that. Aye.
You know,
But
that's
where
South
do
Side.
you see
It's
the
hard
goal?
enough to pick a winner, mate. Never mind the result.
Aye. But where do you see the goal threat coming for yourself, Ox?
They're dearie.
Uh-huh.
They're dearie,
Open
mate.
play or set
No.
piece?
Both, mate. I just think, what I've seen so far, I think his movement, he wants to score goals. Sometimes with Chermiti, you just don't get that feeling. He wants to play the game. Like, if he lays it off and plays it out in the wing, you don't feel as if he's busting a gut to get in to get the tap in. Whereas you watch Digner Dairy, mate,
Yep.
even the few minutes in third party, played a couple of balls out to the left, and then he was in the box trying to get it back.
Aye. You put yourself in the danger area, you get more chance of scoring. Who knows? I mean, Chermiti, he was a hero when we left Parkhead the turn of the year, you know. But we're looking for more of him. You can't, just hang your hat on one performance. You're a number 9 for Rangers, and we expect you to score. He had opportunities there. First part didn't take him. I thought we should have had a penalty with him as well. But if he scores today, no all is forgiven, but a wee bit of it's forgiven, you know.
Aye, I mean, he'll be judged in his goals, and he had a couple of decent games after that game. But he's not scored since, mate.
No, you're right, and that is a worry. But listen, you look at Hearts. Hearts are without Shankland. He's their top goal scorer with 11, but they've got threats with Kazarigas and Braga and set piece with Big Finlay. He scored against us the last time, so it'll be an interesting game. I think it'll be a physical battle. I think McInnes will set them up 4-5-1, maybe something like that. They'll be stubborn, they'll be dogged, they'll be organised, and maybe look to hit us in the break. So we've got to be aware of that as well.
All right, mate. Last word for your good self.
Oh, looking forward to the game, pal. It's a big game, massive game. We need to win. Let's just do it, Rangers, and put some pressure elsewhere and see how they all react round about us. But thanks again, Ox, on the Rangers.
Right, listen, thanks to AK and Cal for joining us. Thanks to Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating a Rangers victory. Come on, the Rangers. Take it away, Old School Blue.
I sailed the wild Atlantic, across the broad Pacific shore. I sailed around the starry capes, and I've heard the forties roar. I've flied the Indian Ocean, I've sailed the China Sea, but there's a sea back home in Scotland